This is the last one. The discontinued, unavailable, out of stock, back-ordered Sena SC-A0303 boom microphone for helmet. And it was the last one on eBay. I'm a paramotor pilot who likes to film videos of themselves flying around and talking about what they're doing while they're flying around. To do that, I have a helmet with a microphone on it that connects to a GoPro. The audio recorded from that microphone in front of my mouth records over the GoPro audio, and then I edit that into a fun video. For 2.5 years, I had the same microphone on my helmet and it worked completely fine. And then one day it stopped working. Most unfortunately, the only microphone which sounds decent to my ears, the one I previously had and broke, is the Sena SC-A0303 wired boom mic for helmet, a discontinued product. And thanks to one of my viewers who left a comment on a video, I was able to secure the last one on eBay. Okay, let me explain. I talk into this microphone. It comes with a connector here. I cut this off. I cut this off. And then I solder the wires in here to these wires right here. And then this plugs into here, which plugs into a GoPro, which records me flying and talking. All right, let's get on with this build process. So to start with, because this is very important to me and I haven't had a good soldering iron in the past, I went and bought myself a brand new variable temperature soldering iron from Harbor Freight to make sure that all of the solder joints in this project were perfect. I then secured a 3.5mm audio jack for the GoPro, cut one end off of that and separated the wires inside, and I did the same thing to the actual microphone. Next, I tinned the ends of all the conductors with solder, and this was way easier with the proper tools. Then I soldered the hot side and the ground of the microphone together, and here's the tricky part. These wires are super close together, and if they touch at all, the entire system doesn't work. I found this bottle of spray-on liquid tape, and I proceeded to coat the ever-living out of this solder joint. Then I put heat shrink over all of that, and the whole thing was pretty darn insulated. Next, I mounted the actual microphone into the helmet. A lot of hot glue and a lot of trial and error later, I got the microphone fitted completely to the helmet, and this is the final product. All right, we're going to fly the new microphone. It's right here. We got the GoPro, we got it all plugged in. Very excited for this moment. I've been waiting for this for like a real long time. So let's go do it.
Bumpy, but we're all finally, this is it, we're finally up on the new microphone. I've been waiting so long for this exact moment. I hope that the Atom 80 isn't causing any interference. I've had that happen in the past, but it should be fine. It's quite windy this morning, and I'm just flying an Atom 80 because my Scout broke, honestly. Oh yeah, it's bumpy down here. Woo! And we're gonna head out to the fields. So this project has been going on for way too long because this was the solution all along. This exact microphone. Nothing gives me the quality I want quite like the Sena SC-A0303 boom mic for helmet. And I hope that the previous part of this video was good at explaining what my goal was, what I was trying to accomplish and why it's important to me. But realistically, flying and talking and making a nice little video about what we're doing really just brings me a lot of joy. And to have something in the way of that, to have some kind of hindrance, is super frustrating to me. It just really bums me out. So I've really obsessed over this for the past, really 4 months since this thing broke, like in October. And I had stuff that worked kind of okay, but this is the audio you want. This is the turbulence that you were told not to fly in as a student, is what it is. It's garbage, bud. But we're still out here. Touch and goes. Floating for so long. Look at this, lean back, a little bit of power. Yeah, my Scout had a spar break on the way home. And I fixed it with Dan with some carbon fiber repair kit. But then it fell over, just like on its face, earlier this week, and broke itself again. So now Team Fly's hooking me up with a spar. Well, they're not hooking me up, I'm paying for it, but they're sending it to me. And it should be here today probably, so we'll be back up on Super Gramps. But there's nothing quite like a little bit of touch and go practice in the morning to get your blood pumping. Just getting the legs moving. Woo! Skater die, dude! Man, if this works, like, I will be on so many levels just fully stoked. I mean, I'm sure it comes through in the video, but I really put a lot of time and effort into making sure that this one was built properly, and not only built properly, but built to last. I really kind of went the extra mile and just make sure every solder joint was perfect, make sure everything's like solid and not gonna break after 3 flights. Flying the Liberty frame, it's been kind of a work in progress, just with Aviator. I'm like not involved at all, but there's the geometry, getting it right. It was kind of tricky at first, and they weren't flying, like, in my opinion, correctly. But now this one's flying like pretty fine, and it's got like better weight shift than most things I've flown. I mean, here, look at this. Weight shift. That's all weight shift right there. That's all weight shift right there. That's pretty rad. That's enough weight shift to stall the out of 80. My engine died. Oh, where's the start? Here we go. Not a problem. It's a thing, it happens, dude. Everyone's like, my engine died because I was doing wingovers and now it's not tuned right. No, it's fine, dude. It's just, there's this little pulse port pumping fuel all the way up from your fuel tank to your carburetor. And it's not even designed to pull fuel that far to begin with. And the higher RPM your engine's running, the stronger this pump is. But if you're ripping around at idle, pulling G-force, all of a sudden that fuel weighs 2-3 times as much. Dude, there's just no way it can pull it all the way up from the fuel tank, and it just stalls. So just get in the habit of just holding a little bit of throttle as you go through maneuvers, and it won't ever stall. Okay, we're coming in hot and dirty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. We have a Liberty frame with a, we have like the new Aviator. Dude, I can't even keep track. Basically, we have a Paramotor with a Vittorazzi Moster Factory R and a 140 centimeter prop on it. And it's like the gnarliest Paramotor I've ever flown. It's so powerful. And the crazy thing is, I'm used to a regular Moster, which has a 2.86 reduction. So every 2.86 turns of the engine, the prop turns one time. Well, this one has a 2.87 reduction, which means that the prop turns one time every 2.87 rotations of the motor. Just a little bit slower, so the prop turns slower, but in turn they can put a bigger bite on the prop. And it's a really long 140 centimeter propeller. I'm used to a 130. And so the weird thing about that is the motor never sounds like it's trying, because the prop sounds like it's turning so slow, but it's making so much thrust as it turns. So all of that combines, plus just the extra power of the Moster Factory R, to give it just like probably 20 to 30% more power than my standard setup. I'm generally considered to have a pretty good climb rate within our community here, and pilots were flying it and just passing me by super easily, so I'd like to give that a try. What's not juicy is this conditions right now. It's quite turbulent. Yeah, it is super garbage. Look at my wing. Holy that is garbage. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like the hottest garbage. Thank you so much for filming. Alright, well, just flew the microphone. Honestly, I have no idea if it worked.
That sounds really good. You could even notice it like on the GoPro.
Yeah,
damn, that's crazy.
On the GoPro, it's better. And I'm just flying an Atom 80 because my Scout broke, honestly.
Dude, so good.
Nero. And I hope that the previous part of this video was
It's so good. It's perfect.
What I was trying to accomplish.
It's perfect.
And why
I think this is good light. All right, wrapping this whole thing up. We're back in the office. I've flown the microphone. You can just, I'm so happy with the results I achieved with that microphone. I'm very thankful to one of my viewers. I think your name was John. Thank you for sending me this link. This really saved the vlog. This thing right here is the key. This is my old one that broke. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this build process. I hope you enjoy the content in this style. Coming up in the next few weeks, we are gonna have a whole lot of fun. We're going on another van life adventure. Should be super awesome, whole lot more out west things. But until the next one, I wanna thank everyone so much for the support. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. Fly safe, fly good. As always, don't suck, and I'll see you in the next one. Hi, Matt.